Welcome to the Great Forward Movement, where we explore the path to spiritual awakening and liberation from the constraints of third-dimensional thinking. In this episode, we dive into the fourth dimension, a profound shift in our perception of time and reality. Understanding the nature of time as an illusion is key to expanding our consciousness and moving beyond the limitations of the third dimension. The fourth dimension, the beginning of awakening. The fourth dimension represents a pivotal phase in human evolution. It is often described as the gateway to a higher understanding, where we start to transcend the physical limitations imposed by the third-dimensional world. In the third dimension, we perceive the world in a highly structured, materialistic way, relying heavily on our five senses and linear thinking to navigate reality. But as we awaken to the fourth dimension, we begin to see life with a broader lens, one that encompasses more than just the physical. At its core, the fourth dimension introduces us to the idea that time, which we once believed to be a fixed, linear progression, is actually a fluid and malleable construct. This realization is crucial because it opens up the possibility for new experiences, such as accessing deeper layers of truth and understanding the interconnectedness of all life. The shift from the third to the fourth dimension can be unsettling at first as our conventional ideas of past, present, and future start to dissolve. However, embracing this new paradigm brings about a sense of liberation. In this space, we realize that we are not bound by the confines of time as we once thought. Rather, we are free to move within time, shaping our experiences and perceptions in ways that serve our highest good. Understanding time as a fluid concept. The idea of time as an illusion has fascinated spiritual thinkers, philosophers, and scientists alike for centuries. In the third-dimensional world, we are taught to view time as a straight line, where events unfold in a sequential order: past, present, future. This linear perspective has shaped our understanding of life, leading us to believe that we are constantly racing against time, limited by its passage, and subject to its effects. In the fourth dimension, however, time begins to lose its rigid structure. It is no longer seen as a straight line, but rather as a fluid, multidimensional force that can bend, expand, and contract based on our consciousness. This means that time is not fixed, it is flexible and can be experienced differently depending on our level of awareness. One way to conceptualize this shift is to imagine that time is like a river. In the third dimension, we stand on the riverbank watching the water events flow past us in a single direction. In the fourth dimension, however, we step into the river itself. Now we can move with the current, experience the flow from different angles, or even swim upstream to revisit moments from the past. In this way, time becomes more like a fluid medium that we can navigate, rather than a rigid framework that dictates our lives. This newfound flexibility of time allows us to access states of being that were previously beyond our reach. For example, we may begin to experience synchronicities, meaningful coincidences that seem to defy logical explanation. These synchronicities are glimpses into the true nature of time, where events are interconnected across dimensions and unfold according to a higher divine order rather than a predetermined timeline. Seeing beyond surface realities. One of the most profound gifts of awakening to the fourth dimension is the ability to see beyond the surface of everyday reality. In the third dimension, we are often trapped in a cycle of cause and effect, focusing solely on the physical and external aspects of life. We believe that what we see, hear, and touch represents the totality of existence. However, as we step into the fourth dimension, we begin to perceive the deeper, hidden layers of reality that exist beyond the physical plane. We start to recognize that everything in the universe is interconnected, and that our thoughts, emotions, and intentions have a powerful influence on the reality we experience. This shift in perspective allows us to see beyond the illusion of separation and tap into the unity that underlies all things. For example, relationships that may have seemed purely circumstantial in the third dimension can now be understood as part of a greater cosmic plan, where souls come together for growth, healing, and transformation. Events that once appeared random or chaotic are now seen as part of a divine orchestration designed to guide us on our spiritual journey. This expanded awareness also helps us to release old patterns of fear, doubt, and limitation. In the third dimension, we often feel powerless in the face of external circumstances, believing that we are victims of time and fate. But in the fourth dimension, we recognize that we are co-creators of our reality, capable of influencing the outcome of events through our consciousness. This is a powerful realization that enables us to take greater responsibility for our lives and embrace our innate power to shape our destiny. Meditation and practical exercise experiencing time flexibility. To help you experience the fluid nature of time, we will now guide you through a meditation and practical exercise designed to expand your perception and tap into the fourth dimensional awareness. Meditation expanding your perception of time. First, find a quiet space where you won't be disturbed. Sit in a comfortable position and close your eyes. Begin by taking a few deep breaths, allowing yourself to relax fully into the present moment. Visualize yourself standing on a riverbank, watching the water flow steadily by. This represents your usual perception of time, events moving past you in a linear fashion. Now imagine stepping into the river. As you do, notice how the flow of the water feels against your body. Allow yourself to move freely within the current, exploring different directions, upstream, downstream, and across the river. Feel the flexibility of time as you move within the river. Notice how some moments seem to stretch out, while others pass quickly. Allow yourself to relax into this fluid experience, trusting that you are safe and supported as you navigate this new perception of time. After a few minutes, bring your awareness back to the present moment. Take a deep breath and open your eyes, feeling grounded yet expanded in your understanding of time. Practical exercise. Noticing time shifts in your daily life. For the next week, practice becoming more aware of how time feels in your daily life. Pay attention to moments when time seems to stretch or contract. For example, notice how time feels when you are deeply engrossed in a creative project or when you are waiting in line. These are moments when you are tapping into the fourth dimensional awareness, where time is more flexible. By cultivating this awareness, you will start to notice more synchronicities and patterns in your life that reflect the fluid nature of time. Over time, you will become more attuned to the rhythms of the fourth dimension, allowing you to navigate life with greater ease and flow. Conclusion: embracing the timelessness of the fourth dimension. As we awaken to the fourth dimension, we are invited to transcend our limited understanding of time and step into a new paradigm of existence. Time is no longer a rigid structure that dictates our lives. Instead, it becomes a flexible, dynamic force that we can work with in alignment with our higher consciousness. This awakening is the beginning of a profound journey, one that allows us to see beyond the surface of reality and access the deeper truths that shape our experience. Through meditation, mindfulness, and expanded awareness, we can begin to experience the fluid nature of time and embrace the limitless possibilities that await us on the path to spiritual awakening. Stay tuned for the next episode, where we will continue to explore the dimensions of consciousness and our journey toward higher realms of existence.